G'day, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone between. My name's the Mobster, and today I have MrWolf744 over from Twitch, and we're going to be talking about cancel culture, I think, right?
And false allegations or false claims or whatever, and also, hey, everybody.
Yeah. Okay, so, Wolf, why don't you start off first and kind of express your views on this topic?
Oh, cancel culture. I've got so many views about this subject, man.
Yeah.
The first thing is, I was watching this thing by Tim Pool, which is relevant, and I don't remember the video, but I was watching this thing earlier, and he was like, the millennials, not like the right side of the millennials, but like the lefties, they're the ones who are really big about cancel culture because they're late to the game, right? They're late to the internet game, so like they're too soft for the internet. You need some pretty thick skin to use the internet because they're so toxic.
I mean,
and then like these people
sorry to
are
interrupt here.
like yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's quite a few millennials grew up playing on the Xbox days.
Yeah.
But I think most of cancel culture is, personally, I think it's more because you see a lot of K-pop stands and fan cams do that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah.
So it's mostly people who are younger and haven't experienced the toxicity of the internet and stuff like that. But please continue.
I wouldn't say younger. It could be anyone. I think the biggest people who do cancel culture or who like involve into it is the people who are like the princesses of the world who had like every single whim of theirs answered, no hesitation, by their parents, guardians, schools, and maybe their friends. Friends is a bit iffy. I haven't done enough research about that. And it's like, you know, like the stereotypical brat when they don't get what they want, right?
Yeah.
And then like these are people who are like that. Like, have you seen them? Like, it's something new every day on Twitter. And like this whole cancel culture stuff isn't new. This has been going on since like the invention of Twitter 2 or so years after that, when like more people became on it and it became more popular. Like Instagram and Facebook is what really kind of helped with it, with the spread of false information. Then Twitter just made that so much more broader. Like, you know, those like stereotypical jokes of Twitter. I'm on the toilet. I censor myself there. You know, that like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like these are the people who spend all their time on Twitter, no lives whatsoever. And they expect us to cater to them, even though we've been on the internet much longer than they have.
Yeah.
That's one of my points about it. It's mob mentality. It's basically, how dare you disagree with one of my opinions about the subject. It's like, between you and me, you wouldn't try and cancel culture my butt, because even though we do agree on a lot of things, but we do disagree on some things, but we can justify our reason. These people, they don't want to have that civil discourse of why someone's in the wrong or right. It's, hey, look at this. I'm just going to open up a tweet from, I don't know, 10 years ago, and someone drops the N-word with the hard R. It's like, no sense. It's just...
Sorry, could you repeat that? Discord glitched out for a second.
Oh yeah, sure. Which part do you need me to repeat?
The couple of words you said right before makes no sense.
Okay. It's like racist tweets, or like bad tweets from like years ago. Makes no sense, but these people aren't the smartest anyways, because they've never had to do critical thinking.
Yeah, I get cancel culture to an extent, personally. Like, I understand some people, yeah, they kind of deserve to be cancelled, like R. Kelly, for like literally sexual harassment and that kind of stuff. That's valid reasons for cancel culture. But you don't bring it up years after it happens. That's kind of weird. You should bring it up after it happens, not like multiple years after it happens, because if you do that...
I would say like 1 year, 2 years at most. Anything beyond that mark, you can't do it.
Yeah. Because you have to get
I'm gonna be a lot more different about that. 6 months at most. You can't go past 6 months. 6 months because it's the internet. We don't forget, and because like you can change within 6 months. Like you could be like the most racist person, but you could meet someone completely new. Like if you're a clan member and like you meet this black man, and then he converts you over not to being a clan member, and I'll get you banned.
I think
You know?
yeah, that happened recently, didn't it? Like some,
Yeah, I forgot the name
some
of
guy
him.
made friends with a bunch of KKK members, and he converted them all over in a span of like a month or two.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Imagine going after like those guys now when they were like really racist and stuff like that and canceling them, even though like they're good people now. They just didn't know.
yeah, because a lot of things someone says is from the scenarios they grew up in. They may have believed that was the right thing to do. You don't judge someone based on what they say until you know the scenario they said it in.
I find it just completely idiotic just because these are people's lives alone. It's like you were completely innocent and it was like times change completely. Like what's normal now? Like if I say something really offensive now, it's not, it'll change in the next few months. It's like you can't say that anymore, Wolf, you know? Or you can't say that anymore, Mob. And like there's plenty of things you could cancel me for. We all know that.
Yeah, everyone has done something in the past, or may do something that could get them cancelled.
So like I'm gonna say that's like a point 2. I don't think I have any more points. If you continue on, we can. I can talk about cancel culture for so long.
I mean, should we like go case by case for people who've been cancelled and give our opinions on that, or should we continue to the next point because it's only been 6 minutes?
We can do it however you like.
Yeah, so
I think we could like do the start of cancel culture because I know a bit about that from what I've seen on Twitter and stuff like that.
Yeah. I don't have a Twitter yet. This is definitely not a shameless plug.
I believe from the earliest records I could find about cancel culture was, I would say 2014 is what I could find.
Yeah, it's like smartphones and all that.
2014-ish. Yeah, when more people got access to the internet. And,
like a lot of Gen Z got onto the internet on social.
What Gen Z is? What 97? Gen Z is 97, isn't it?
Yeah, 97. So a lot of Gen
97, and then
I think until 2013 is Gen Z.
14 years later, yeah, 17 years later, these people haven't had that much access to the internet, and then like that makes sense. And like they're just getting out of college and university,
or it could just be really, just a bunch of teenagers. Sorry. Yeah, people who are kind of sensitive.
Yeah.
It's a lot of younger people.
Younger generations are sensitive. We are sensitive. It's like I'm a Gen Z. What was a Gen Z also?
Yeah, we're Gen Zs, but we kind of agreed that our generation is pretty sensitive compared to the older generations.
This is because of what the boomers did to the millennials. Insert okay boomer, whatever millennial. This is what they did. The participation trophies, right?
Yeah.
Everybody the winner. That's another factor.
I personally don't mind participation trophies, but you just need to grow a thick skin sometimes and admit defeat.
Yeah, it's like these people it's like with all these policies about like removing bullying and stuff like that, and like zero tolerance policies. It's like these people are like,
it's human nature to fight each other. It's kind of part of what humanity's history. We are not peaceful as a race. Just look at history. Every attempt at peacefulness.
Yeah.
So, throughout history, we've been constantly in conflict with each other, and it doesn't always have to be physical conflict. It's also verbal conflict and stuff like that. It's inevitable for humans to fight each other, and this is the most petty way to do it, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's like cancel a different opinion. So, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's like you can easily. I would easily make something up about you, and then be like, hey, everybody a part of my community or everybody part of my following. I'm not plugging myself for anything. I'm making an example. Everybody attack this person named Mobza. He's a person of color who pretends to be white. Let's cancel him.
Actually, yeah, do that. Just send out a message to your Twitch chat. Just tell them to cancel me.
What, your 11 subs, dude?
Yeah.
That's my example of it.
Yeah, I mean, that's something which could happen. Like, if, let's say I was, in fact, not a person of color, and was white, and I pretended to be a black person in one of my videos, that would instantly get me cancelled, wouldn't it?
That wouldn't get you cancelled. That honestly depends on how the media portrays it. It that's a bit of a grey area. Like when pretend to be like another race. If you're like not doing anything malicious, I think you'll be fine. But if you're like, oh, you look at me, I'm a black person, I can officially say the N word with a hard R. That could get you cancelled. However, that's in current day 2020, that has a reason. But if we go back 10 years ago, no,
The
it's
golden
like
age of YouTube, Filthy Frank.
yeah, filthy Frank, man. It's like that stuff wouldn't fly on YouTube anymore.
Yeah, because that brings me to my next point. Sorry to interrupt you, but Jenna Marbles, you've heard of her, right?
Partially, I've heard about like that entire cancel thing about.
Yeah, she got cancelled
Yeah.
over a parody of Nicki Minaj she did ages ago, and she's already apologized for it multiple times.
Yeah. That's another point. That's another point. Even if you apologize, public opinion, you're done. In most cases, we were talking about Filthy Frank earlier, the K-pop stands, I believe, or J-pop stands, I don't remember which ones, they're like, cancel Joji because they found out he's Filthy Frank. Even though he didn't, you can't cancel that guy because if you open up his about section in his channel, it says, this is what I did. And didn't he stop like doing that in like 2016, yeah?
Yeah, he stopped uploading Filthy Frank videos and became a depressed emo musician.
Yeah, and like you can't cancel him for that just because he doesn't hide the fact that he did it, and he's not ashamed of it. He's just like, hey, I just can't do that anymore for medical reasons because like he was actually getting seizures from the pink eye.
Yeah. So
yeah.
the other kind of cancelling is not the ones where you dig up like old things someone said, but like instead creating rumors. So famous examples of this are Slazzo, Pro Jared, and James Charles. They've all been cancelled over arbitrary tweets made by people just to get at them.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of stuff, especially about Pro Jared. I've seen it, and then turns out it was false.
Yeah, those are some
And,
pretty heavy accusations they made.
Like, and then like when you like get things like that, you lose following, and then it's like you completely lose this. I don't want to mention who, but you're gonna know who I'm talking about. It's this 24-year-old streamer with 5.1 million followers, and she went after Gundam. You should know who I'm talking about. It starts with a P.
Pokemon?
Close enough.
Yeah, we'll just go by Pokemon for this.
Close enough. Everybody. I'm beating a dead horse right now. Man, that died like a month ago. It died like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
That's another example of cancel culture attacking someone's source of income.
Yeah, didn't it happen between H3 and Keen? Like, they just can't... each other's sponsors cancel each other?
And that's from 2016 YouTube right there.
And it happened this year. Man, quarantine's got us.
It's like, you guys still have beef? I mean, like,
Yeah.
I don't watch either of them. I don't
Neither
like
here.
Ethan or Kim. I don't like them. They're not the
I
type of
don't
content
I don't mind the
enjoy.
H3 podcast, but Drama Alerts just kinda gets on my nerves a bit.
Yeah. And here we are, like, intimidating, whatever,
Imitating?
imitating, yeah. Like, channel. Here we are, like Temple and,
Yeah.
trying to think of something.
I mean, but cancel
It's not
culture.
Temple, yeah, cancel culture. It's a relevant subject, though, because, like, we have gone into the quote-unquote content creation scene. And we are officially a part of, like, the internet. Our voices aren't that big at the moment, or may never be. However, we have our own communities.
Communities.
Which
You have a community. I don't.
I have a community with like over like 100 or so members in it. If you include followers, Discord members, and then subscribers on YouTube, roughly 100. There's like 60 total from the YouTube. And,
I'd personally say your actual community are the people who are quite active or own your Discord server and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's like 40 members in there. They occasionally come on. Anyways, enough talking about that. I'll leave a link into the Discord later. And like you and I, we share similar communities basically. Like you can basically have a part of my community that does watch you because I do shout you out like when you do upload a new video.
Yeah, so
that's the thing. It's like him and I, we can it doesn't matter how much like we disagree with each other. We can always have like a civil discussion, and I'm known to be randy. And this is his show. This is like his idea, and I'm completely taking over it.
Yeah. No, but one example of something what we kind of integrated each other. We're kind of helping each other out. Kind of. You're just helping me, really. But something similar to that was Slazo. He helped a bunch of other Reddit YouTubers rise up to fame and all that, but he was cancelled by his own friends, which he helped.
Oh. Yeah. Envy, that's the jealousy and envy. It's like, how dare you grow bigger than me? Like, I know for a fact, deep down, if suddenly next year, let's say I have, let's be liberal, like 50k subs on YouTube and then like an average 100 viewers on Twitch, while Mob only has 100 subs total. There would be a minor bit of envy. There would just be a subconscious amount of jealousy and envy. It doesn't matter what he says. I know that, but hopefully he doesn't let that get the better of him.
Yeah, no, I do content creation because I enjoy it. It's not for the viewers or anything. I just enjoy making videos. So
no, but it's just human nature though. It's just natural for humans to be like, how come he's got that? Him and I are very similar. My best example is like, him and I went to the same school together, and why is he a millionaire? Why am I a janitor?
Yeah, there's gonna be some envy. It depends on the person and their personality to act on that envy.
Yeah, like I'm not perfect either. Like I know I'm just like throwing Mob underneath the bus. I do feel envy for some of my other friends who do content creation. Like, oh, they've got this and this. But I'm never gonna go out of my way to go cancel one of my friends because they're more successful than me.
In fact, I'd just be more happy for them. It's like, hey, congratulations, you did it, man.
Yeah.
Hold up, break.
Takes one comment to do that.
Stay hydrated, homies.
Damn right. But, like, about that thing with Slazo, they weren't really his friends. They were in it to get something out of it. Most likely. Maybe they could have been his friends, like, before his content blew up.
Yeah. No, but it's mostly people he collaborated with quite frequently and became friends. So it's more like work friends than friend.
Oh, quite like co-workers, like the co-worker relationship that you have. They're not like your actual friends in certain cases.
Yeah.
Depending like what you do.
Yeah, but they were pretty close. Like they all knew each other in real life. They all been to each other's houses and stuff like that.
Oh, okay, so definitely like when you're getting into content creation, when you're doing content creation, there is a bit of this dopamine thing that's addicting, where you're like really attracted to views, likes, or whatnot.
That's just human nature. We like attention.
Yeah, it's addicting. I'd say that.
Yeah, no, I get it. Like every time I get like a shit ton of posts on uploads on Reddit, I'm like, hell yeah, man, this is great. Woo!
Speaking of Reddit, that's actually a good segue to the next subject.
Oh yeah, like wasn't a bunch of places banned? Oh wait, yeah, on Reddit for like hate
2,000
speeches.
subs. 2,000 subreddits banned for hate speech. And my issue with hate speech is, what
It's
is hate
subjective.
speech?
It's very subjective.
I'm gonna use another like anecdotal evidence using myself. The things that I say off stream and off camera
They're a bit
would be
edgy.
considered hate speech to someone who's not a part of my friend group.
Yeah, like any joke could be a piece of hate speech depending on who takes it.
Like it's so, and then it's like, what hate speech is anything against the company's agenda, like whatever the company's politics are. That's what hate speech is. Yeah, cancel me, whatever. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean,
Saying what it is.
wasn't Donald Trump banned off Twitch for hate speech?
Yeah,
And violation of
he
human
was.
rights? That was so.
He doesn't.
We live in a year where the president of the United States is banned off a streaming platform, not the other way around.
Yeah. I don't make any sense. But you don't say not the other way around. Wait, so Twitch will be banned from Trump?
Yeah, Trump would ban Twitch, but no, Twitch bans Trump.
In Mother Russia, you do not ban Twitch. Twitch ban you.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh my god. There were subreddits that did survive the ban. However, I don't know. They just got lucky that they survived. I don't.
Hold up, I'm just gonna pull up a list of subreddits that were banned.
There's a lot. And
I know, but like the bigger ones.
yeah, the Donald is a really
I mean,
a big one to name. Anything like the White Can't meme that got banned for some reason.
to be honest, a lot of subreddits which were banned are banned for good reason, like beating women, creep shots, and stuff like that. It's
They should have been banned ages ago.
Okay, hold up. So what were the subreddits which were banned again? The Donald?
Yeah, Donald. No, that was quarantined a while ago. I remember when I got quarantined. And then, you know what happened when it got quarantined? Reddit lost 15% of active users a month.
Ooh, I feel like Reddit's going down the same road as Tumblr, where it's becoming really obscure.
Okay, I could. We're gonna have to talk about like social media platforms like in another thing. I've got so many topics we can talk about.
Yeah, that's what that's for another episode if you ever have one.
Yeah, I could talk about like that shit for ages. It's like Reddit was the golden, like, you know, the golden boy of the internet. Alan Schwartz, like the creator of Reddit, when he died. And Reddit was like that place of the internet that not that many people used for a long time until like, what was it, like 2016 at most? That's when it became really active. Like after like shoutouts, it was like, it used to be like the underground thing of like the internet.
Until,
2016.
I think it was until YouTubers started making videos on subreddit.
Yeah. I don't know the earliest I can find. I didn't do enough research about that. I don't think we'll be discussing Reddit
I'm pretty sure
to that level.
was one of the first to do subreddit videos. Don't quote me on it, but he was one of the ones early to the scene.
One of us can edit it and decide which one we want to do. Who wants to fact check that? One of us can. I'm not sure who will.
Yeah. No, but I feel like Reddit and 4chan are two places where cancel culture and banning aren't talked about as much, even though those two sites are the most responsible for a lot of it.
I don't think Reddit has been taken over by a lot of as we were talking about the snowflakes. That's where like, a lot of Reddit has been taken over by. It's going to be the next Tumblr or something like that. I'm not going to say next Tumblr because Reddit and Tumblr are completely different. I would say
I see
Reddit's
Reddit
more of an.
screenshots on Tumblr, and I see Tumblr screenshots on Reddit. Don't tell me they're different sites. It's just the same people.
I would say Reddit and Tumblr. Reddit. I don't want to speak about Tumblr at the moment. Reddit is like echo chambers. That's what it is. Like you can't quote me on this. You can't really have the best discussions on the bigger subreddits just because. Yeah, just like Twitter.
Yeah, no, a lot of social media makes great echo chambers because you're put along people who have similar views to you. So as soon as you see someone with a different view, you're instantly really offended because you don't know how to handle that situation.
You're not used. Yeah, that makes sense. We should just name this like cancel culture and social media.
Yeah.
we're talking about social media and cancel culture at the same time, so we'll just cover that.
Yeah, we'll just go with social media and cancel culture.
Midway through, so it's complete. Just change what
yeah, just to do a 180. We can talk about like arbitrary bans, like just throw it in there somewhere when we talk about the YouTube algorithm and stuff like that. If we do.
Yeah. I feel like I'm just talking way too much, just because I'm so used to just talking constantly. You get some ideas in mobs.
Yeah, no, I was all your ideas are great and all, but sorry, let me just compose my thoughts together a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So honestly, I feel like we've come to an age where most social medias are pretty much the same. Like, you can allocate a lot of people on Reddit also use 4chan and Tumblr. A lot of people on Tumblr have Instagram. So there's a lot of blend nowadays.
Yeah.
But it's just but you're still being in an echo chamber in every social media you use.
Oh yeah, when you make your first account, like on Reddit, it's like what do you like? I remember that. I remember like the first time I ever logged into Reddit on PC, Reddit.com, and it was so new to me because I was on Instagram for the longest time, and then
No, Tumblr has something similar. You have to select some interests before you make an account.
Yeah.
And that already creates an echo chamber. So straight from the start, you're in an echo chamber.
Yeah, and so I don't think 4chan is more of an echo chamber though, because if you've ever been on 4chan, 4chan is frog memes.
4chan is frog memes and far right people.
Not really far right. It's just like that's where you're more likely to see far right content. Just because 4chan is like the only place, 4chan and 8chan are the only places that you can really have it, and of course you'll be gravitated towards it. And like 4chan doesn't ban it, I can guarantee there's a lot of far right content on like the other social medias. However, those social medias tend to be a lot more left leaning, so like you're more likely to see left leaning. But it depends what you follow if you want to see some more right content. For example, I believe Redneck, r/Rednecks or something like that. Redneck Engineering. You'll find a lot of like far right stuff on that subreddit.
Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah. So I haven't personally been on Instagram. Right. So I don't know what Instagram's like, but I'm assuming Instagram, from what I've seen other people talk about, is much more open as a community compared to places like Reddit. So am I wrong in saying that?
Best example is Facebook compared to Instagram. That's the best example.
So it's more of a friend, social circle, I share my stuff kind of thing. It's not really a place for opinions.
Yeah. Like, you can have opinions, but most of the content on Instagram is pictures of people, animals, food,
art, I'm guessing.
hobbies. Yeah. Things like that. That's more Instagram. However, Instagram has its issues. Instagram is a really big factor in social media addiction, and there's a lot of narcissistic people that are on Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah, like that's why I don't use social media that much. It's that I don't want to, come across something and then become really self-conscious and stuff like that. So I stick to more anonymous sources of
Yeah, like,
social media. Like YouTube, is technically a form of social media, but it's more of like a business and a content creation site than it is, hey look, here's a picture with me and my boyfriend, ooh, quirky.
like sure, YouTube. I could talk about YouTube for ages.
I mean, so could I.
YouTube isn't declared a social. Is declared a social media technically because it is a media that we do use, which does have elements of social media to it. However, a lot of people,
Comments and
yeah,
posting.
like comment, yeah. So technically, it is. However, it is a media platform. You don't really get that much, that social media addiction. However, if you are a content creator for YouTube, you do tend. In most cases, it's a subconscious level of getting that social media addiction from YouTube because everybody's addicted to that dopamine hit of likes and views. It's like, oh my
Yeah.
god, 1,000 people watched my video, and then
Like,
it's like,
I'll admit, I get the rush when I saw that 20 people had watched my first video. That was like pretty great for me.
yeah, it's like, dude, my first video that I made on like my newest channel, like this one now, 44 views at the moment.
Damn. I mean, I've got 37 views on my first video, but my
Yeah,
current video flopped 4 views.
but like you and I, it's like we're like, oh, I want more of that.
Yeah, I want to be more successful.
Yeah, so like heck, we've fallen to that dopamine hit.
Yeah, but it's more of it's a more productive way than taking selfies. Personally, I think that it
Oh,
may just be my bias.
oh yeah. Selfies are for like, hey, I'm gonna take a selfie. Please like it. And then someone else is like, oh, they did it. I validated them. I'm gonna take a picture of myself. Please validate me. And it goes both ways. And then like you both doing that because if no one liked your content,
I mean, I don't mind cosplay selfies because cosplay takes a lot of effort to make and stuff like that.
no, but like like that basic.
The basic
I need to
stuff.
think of the basic. I need to think of stuff a lot.
You keep
The
it
basic.
wholesome on this channel.
Oh, I'm feeling ugly today. Boom, 1,000 likes.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, you're so pretty. And I could. I'm not gonna go that area, but it's like, oh, you're so pretty. I love you and stuff like
Heart
that.
eyes emoji, heart eyes emoji.
I'm not gonna say anything about certain races though, but we all know which one we're talking about. And Bob.
Yeah.
It's not racist if I do it. Because it's a stereotype. It's like you can log into any social media. But
Yeah, because
like, and that's also another factor about like cancel culture, right?
stereotypes.
No, narcissism with social media addiction.
Yeah, they think
It's
they're
like-
important. They think they're doing a great deed. It's like, this person 10 years ago said that he feels insecure around black people. How dare he?
I bet there's a tweet from that. I could find one. Anyways, we're getting off topic about that, like what I was talking about. These people are like, how can I boost that dopamine hit? And what's the best way to gain a sudden viewership or increase of numbers on social media? Drama.
OnlyFans. That's the answer. It's OnlyFans.
So it's like they artificially create some drama.
Yeah.
And if people believe that drama, the person that's being told by the accuser is they lose followers while the accuser gains followers.
That brings us to our next topic. Drama.
Oh, beauty channels. God damn it.
No, we're not assuming all beauty channels are part of drama. There are some wholesome ones, but yeah, it's mostly beauty channels because there's nothing else for them. There's no other way they would gain a following.
I think we both saw the same video by some ordinary gamers.
Yeah, yeah. No, but beauty channels don't have anything to do to gain more followers than make some drama up because no one's interested in makeup content. Let's be fair, it's only people who like makeup who are into makeup content. Someone like me and you won't look at a makeup channel ever.
Yeah, why would we?
Yeah, it's not in our interest, but if there's a ton of drama, these people become more well known. Like, I wouldn't have heard of James Charles if it wasn't for the drama around him. And
yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
and from the drama, we can kind of, people tend to take sides, subscribe to one, unsubscribe from the other, stuff like that. So drama is the only thing that's keeping the beauty community alive at the moment.
I like that thing with Great AI who came Star and Leafy.
Sorry, could you repeat that? Discord crashed again.
Like the thing with Great A under a Leafy Keemstar. And that's some old drama from like 2016. I'm
Didn't
not
Grade A
joking.
Under A like quit YouTube?
He made a new video like today.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
I don't know.
Yeah, everyone's coming back. We are back in 2016 YouTube.
Yeah, I know. Like 2000. Like
Leafy is
censorship
back.
rules.
Leafy's back. H3 and Keem are fighting again. And Grade A
Grade
Under A is
A.
back now. We just need.
A lot of
just-
like
Sorry. Yeah, continue.
shame that like Grade A's content can't be allowed on modern day YouTube.
Yeah, I've seen his rants about like the alphabet and stuff like that.
I fucking love Grade.
Yeah.
We're just doing some circling of Grade A and some ordinary gamers. It's so odd me like actually putting on a filter.
No, you don't need to put on a filter. I can just bleep it out if I really need to.
Yeah.
Because I've already
do
said
that
one
much.
word. I've already said one word which needs to be bleeped out.
Give you less work, you know.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good.
If you want to see more unfiltered content, check me out on Twitch. Shameless plug.
Yeah. And that brings us to hydration break.
Oh my god. We'll continue the
Stay hydrated, homie.
subject about like fake like drama and stuff like that, like among different communities and stuff, or like whatever we're talking about.
Yeah, the gaming community is the one that I've seen the least drama around. Everyone gets along well there.
Because we're toxic fucks.
Yeah, we know how toxic the internet is. We can
We're
kind of get along.
toxic. Oh wow. The amount of slurs I've heard from online gaming. Oh my. The amount of things that you should not hear.
You'd
Like,
be
you should
convinced that
never
you're
say
on
in
a,
real-
you'd be convinced
Yeah.
you're on a boat with some sailors who are drunk.
I mean, to be fair, I did grow up around like sailors, fishermen, and stuff like that, so it's normal to me.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're getting sidetracked because I don't know.
It's a
It's-
podcast. The whole point is to get sidetracked for as long as possible.
Yeah.
How long have you been recording for? 40 minutes, yeah. So it has been pretty sidetracked.
So what's the next? So we'll continue to talk about the drama, about like in like the cancel culture and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think we'll just continue on to that until we run out of stuff to say.
Yeah, it's social media addiction. It's
It is,
like
yeah. And it's not only that, it's a bunch of people who've grown up lonely because they've only been on social media, they haven't gone out, made any friends, and they require validation from people on the internet and attention. They don't get it from anyone in their life.
I'm gonna say something else. I'm actually gonna disagree with the subject. The people who grew up on the internet, like the early millennials from the 80s who used dial-up, they're making frog memes. They're the edgy meme lords of the internet who use 4chan, right?
They're
Like,
either
those
they're
are
either on the internet as edgy meme lords, or they just use the internet like your average person. Maybe check up on the news, search up something, and that's it.
no, like what I said like 35 minutes ago. I'm gonna bring that up again.
35 minutes ago. Maybe, yeah, it
It's-
could have been 35 minutes ago.
It was 35 minutes ago. Yeah, it was people who are late to the game of the internet who don't know any better, who were given the participation trophies, who expect us to cater to them. Imagine trying to change the internet to cater to your beliefs, and it's working.
I mean, I personally haven't been on the internet for long. Maybe 2 years now. I've been a member of the internet, like, consistently, actually participating, creating content for it. But, yeah.
Me, on the other hand, I've been on the internet as long as I can remember. I've been all about like fog memes and stuff like that. I've seen the golden age of YouTube. I've witnessed it. That was an awesome era.
I didn't even have internet when that happened. I was literally moving between country to country, living in India.
Yeah, it's like,
and I had
so-
a bunch of DVDs. I thought DVDs were the thing with portable DVD readers.
yeah, it's like two sides of the same coin. Me, I'm much more. That's why I can speak so much about internet culture and like the internet history. Well, Mob really can't. That's better. That's why that's why he's getting me to do all this talking about social media trends and stuff like that, because I just know more about it.
Yeah, no, because I am pretty new to the gaming and internet scenes compared to everyone else.
Yeah, so like that's why it may appear like I'm completely taking over his idea of this thing. It's like I'm able to talk more about it. Just if he wants to speak, he can tell me to shut up or whatnot,
Yeah.
and I'll let him speak.
No, okay, yeah. So
Yeah. Anyway, so
let's stop being wholesome for a second.
let's attack like communities on YouTube now.
Yeah. So, we know the beauty community. There's maybe one or two wholesome people, but pretty much screwed, right? There's
Why-
not much
like-
stuff going on. They can't sustain themselves without drama,
Yeah.
and that brings us to drama channels. They're pouring more fuel into fire. I'm not saying channels like Optimus are bad, but yeah, they bring attention.
He's not a drama channel. It's commentary.
Commentary, yeah. But like some commentary channels may spark and make things bigger than they actually are, just for the views and for
What if
The
it's like
reason
an
of
inside?
entertainment.
What if it's like an inside job between these creators?
yeah, because that might as well be a thing. Because this may be
And we've got
just be-
two.
This may sorry, shut up for a second. This just may be because in the beauty scene or coincidence, but drama generally starts when someone's about to launch a line of merch or some makeup or whatever.
That's the only way they're making money, though.
They get attention again. It's like, oh, cool, they're making a new beauty palette. I'm gonna buy it.
So, like, I'm actually got a good feeling. Like, it's coordinated. Like coordinated attacks. Yeah, you've heard the phrase. Any exposure is good exposure.
Yeah.
You get into some heated drama, fight, like what's going on with Ninja XQC, Pokimane, and Alinity on
I'm
Twitter.
sorry, I'm not up to date on that yet.
What's up, Greg? I hope you're having a great day.
Neither. It's just like they're going at each other. Ninjas like in XQC and stuff like that. I'll find some screenshots about it later. It's funny.
Yeah.
Anyways, but like these are most likely targeted. Like these are like most likely coordinated. Like Beauty Channel X contacts Drama Channel Y.
Hey, guess what? Jane Dawson made an apology video
Really?
on trending.
Okay.
And yeah, looking at trending, I can already tell that another one of the channels which has a lot of drama is the art community. Because I was part of the art community for a while, and I know that there's a load of drama on there. People accusing each other of being tracers and stuff, stealing content and stuff like that.
When you've got anything like any like form of creativity thing, I can't speak the most about art communities one mob can.
Uh,
I'm just gonna
should
go
probably
off
get
like
get
the psychology of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go off like the psychology of it. It's if you got like anything creative, like you got a creative medium, everybody wants to be the best.
Yeah.
And sometimes people are just jealous of like, I can't believe you weren't so good. You must have traced it. You must have not been able to do that.
Yeah, no.
We should like really get like some of our artist friends on, like do a full subject on that later.
Yeah, we
Like,
should do that later. Like, just get Spaghetti and some other people who are
Yeah.
actually in the art community to give their opinion.
like you are a quote unquote wannabe artist. You're trying to learn to draw.
Yeah, no, I used to be a part of the art community, especially on the ranting and the tracing side. I used to know a lot about what happened there because, well, I
Yeah.
wanted to be an artist for a while, but I've kind of subdued that and want to make content.
So what I'm saying is, everybody, to the none of you who are listening, take this with a grain of salt as we talk about the art community, because I'm going to say this is from like an outside look.
It's an outside look, but with a tiny bit of, oh, I've been in it. It's like tasting a dish, but you just took a spoonful of it. That's all. You're judging a dish by the first spoon.
Yeah, and like very little knowledge. So like now that we could go out of the way for it,
Yeah.
I think you should bring up like the subjects now, for, like art, because like I think you would be better at that.
No,
we covered like tracing and what was and then something else.
Copying and stealing art, as well as accusing artists of stealing OCs. That's the most common thing I've ever heard. My OC, don't steal.
Strife artifact, if you've ever heard of that.
No, please tell me what it is.
Strife artifact is literally when you tell someone not to do something, not to go somewhere, they're gonna do it.
No. What I'm talking about is, let's say, my character wears a hoodie. Well, the one I'm currently designing has. Someone would say, hey, no, my character wears a purple hoodie. You can't do that because you're stealing a part of my character. That's what it's like.
Those people are idiots. Those people.
The art community is the
That's some Tumblr shit right there. That's some Tumblr shit. Right there.
No, the art community is mostly DeviantArt and Tumblr, so I'll give it that. But yeah.
True.
It gets really petty. Like, hey, I give my character a cool-looking sword. No, my character has a sword. Can't do that. That's prop stealing. That's color palette stealing. There's color palette stealing now. I can't use purple and blue in the same color palette because some other person already done it.
I would say that's like a novice artist, or people who think they're the as we like.
I mean,
hotcakes. I mean,
yeah. Personally, a lot of these artists, in my opinion, aren't even that good at art. They will improve over time, but they're pretty new to art. They've made some OCs on their phone or whatever and put on like Tumblr or DeviantArt.
Could be projection.
Projection?
They're projecting their insecurities onto someone else.
Yeah, that might make sense.
They previously traced, they previously copied, they previously did all that stuff. Then like, so they accuse someone else of doing it, so like they can that about them.
It's a chain effect.
Like that's what it looks like to someone like me who knows a decent amount about psychology.
But these are the kind of dramas that make sense, unlike the next kind of drama which I'm going on to. The vlog channel drama.
Okay, that shit is hilarious. I have to say that.
It's funny. It's like, I don't get what happened between Logan Paul and KSI. I don't want to know either, but it doesn't...
It was a marketing thing. It was marketing. It was to go back.
Yeah, but like, there's a lot of beef between a lot of just vlogging channels. That's the only thing they do for views.
Because they're the same.
Just like beauty channels, whereas beauty channels actually offer other content aside from, hey, we're starting beef with insert random person from Vine here.
However, vlog channels, they are a more or less dying genre on YouTube.
Yeah.
More or less, I have to say like that. You don't really see vlog type channels. You may see people who do like show videos themselves doing stuff, like how they do it, like what goes
But
on in
it's
their
not like the
daily
Logan Paul
lives.
KSI kind of thing.
No, we're not talking like Superwoman type stuff. We're not talking like YouTube TV. We're not talking about like skit videos and stuff like that. That was 2012 to 2016 YouTube.
I actually really like skit channels. They're entertaining. That's the kind of content I really wish I had the skill to create.
Yeah, oh man, that YouTube is awesome. So I can't really say like we're beating a dead horse if we say like drama between vlog channels, because I can't think of any at the moment that are like popular other than like Logan and Jake Paul. But they
Logan Paul is actually a good person now. He's changed so much ever since The Forest.
who else is like a vlog channel?
I mean, KSI started beef with PewDiePie.
Okay, if you start beef with PewDiePie, you're doing it for attention.
Yeah, you're just doing it for
one
the
believes.
memes or for the attention.
You're attacking someone with over 112 million subscribers. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Anyways,
If you go after
so
the Pew, yeah, continue.
So forget about Pews for a moment, but I'm just looking at the trending section on YouTube, right? And
Media,
that's where you generally find a lot of beef. But right now I actually don't see much beef on it. It's like Mr. Beast, Danny Gonzalez, FaZe, Emma Chamberlain, Shane Dawson's apology video, and the Dolan twins. Like, you don't see anything up, and Jenna Marbles being cancelled. Yeah, that's also up on YouTube.
To be fair, the trending tab is a joke.
It is
because
a joke.
it's literally like whatever the TV companies pay for now.
I'm
Like
actually
Jimmy Kimmel.
I'm not even seeing any reality TV. I'm not even seeing any comedy late night shows on. Yeah, it's just people revealing their houses and stuff like that,
Okay.
and vlogs.
I'm gonna take trending with a grain of salt because it's filtered by what YouTube wants to push.
I guess.
That's what it looks like to me, because yeah, that's what I've seen from other creators talking about the issue.
Yeah, no, the trending tab is not reliable, but what it does show is people who are kind of like glorified by YouTube.
Yeah.
Like, these are kind of people who are more on YouTube's good side, especially Emma Chamberlain, Shane Dawson, and Dolan twins. Not an attack towards
Mr. Beast
them.
also, man.
Mr. Beast, yeah, Mr. Beast has played the system. I mean,
Didn't one of his editors go after him, and then like everybody's like, no, that's not what Jimmy's like.
Yeah, no, that's what happened. And
Yeah,
but the only person I see on trending who hasn't had anything shady done on the past, I'm looking at like top 10 on trending, is Danny Gonzalez.
yeah.
Like, that guy's just making commentary videos with mini skits in them. That's all he's doing.
However, commentary channels, that's the type of content that I watch. A lot more commentary channels.
I haven't actually
YouTube
seen any
doesn't-
drama between commentary channels.
Gundam. No, you don't really get that much drama because
Not like, I mean, like, because there's obviously like group comment, like how certain Twitch streamer came after Gundam, but like you don't see like commentary channels starting beef with other commentary channels unless it's a joke. They all seem pretty chill with each other.
yeah, you never see like Optimus go after Gundam.
No, didn't he like shout Gundam out or something?
Yeah, they tell each other out. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the kind. Those guys have thick skin.
I think the reason why commentary channels don't normally go after each other is their whole channel is about having opinions, right?
Yeah, it's
and
all about having.
Like these people are, and like we're successful. Like we're talking about the successful ones, not like the ones that aren't as successful. They're
like me.
People. Yeah, they're the people who respect each other's opinions, and like however they do like bottles of each other's content. But they say why they're wrong. They don't just attack like, oh yeah, you're wrong.
Oh wait, no, I
So
remember.
cancel them.
Didn't Cyrus get into some like trouble or something?
I don't remember. A while ago.
It may have been Cyrus, but I'm pretty sure it's like Scrubby or Cyrus who got into trouble.
Scrubs. Oh yeah.
One of the two got into some conflict. I don't even watch them anymore. They're like the no offense, but like the babies of the commentary channel community. People start from them and then they move on to someone like Optimus, Some Ordinary Gamers, or Gundam.
Yeah, we're talking about the golden boys of that. However, YouTube doesn't like commentary channels at all because
No.
these channels, like the good ones, they tend to have opposite views to what YouTube likes.
Yeah.
And like every day we see this channel's been banned, this channel, and here's the giant yellow.
Yeah, but actually Optimus has kind of found a way to keep most of his videos monetized, which is good for him. He's
Yeah.
done it. He's played the system.
That's another topic that we're talking about, like mass bans and stuff like that for having different opinions.
Which is what happened on Reddit with the hate
Yep.
speech kind of stuff. Honestly, I don't mind the Don being banned. There was a lot of circle jerk happening there.
However, it shouldn't have been banned. Though. Shouldn't have. The reason
Reddit
is because
themselves said it's the moderators who banned, not themselves. But that's probably just an excuse in the cover.
it's a cover. That's it. Reddit, the Donald. This is like since like we're talking about like that subreddit. This is going to get so. If anyone says this, they're not going to like this because how dare you mention Trump? How dare you? We're Australian. We don't know that much about him.
Yeah, we're
We-
from Australia. We don't actually follow US politics that heavily.
Yeah, that but it shouldn't have been quarantined. I know you can still access it, and it's like archives of it. I can send you like links later to like archived Reddits and stuff.
Yeah.
It's really hypocritical though of that
A social media that promotes free speech.
while taking down right-wing policies. Anything on the right end of the political.
Yeah, okay. But ones which I didn't completely understand were Dark Comedy Central. Or was it
Dark
Joke
humor
Central?
memes.
Yeah, that was banned.
Okay,
It was literally dark humor. It's not hate speech.
it's not our jokes. It's not our funny.
Yeah,
Um,
it's slightly darker, more realistic, gritty humor. It's the kind of stuff you see. I'm just showing how boomer I feel at the moment. But on late night on ABC TV, there's black comedy, but that's literally just Dark Joke Central.
Okay,
But
about
as
like
it's-
the. Yeah, continue.
But so TV allows this kind of stuff, but Reddit doesn't have a thick enough skin for it. That's what kind of era we're living in. TV,
2020.
government
TV,
TV is
yeah.
promoting dark humor, whereas social media is banning it.
Because it's like these offensive jokes, they tend to be. They're not that offensive. Like, okay, to me, they're not that offensive. Some
Yeah, no, if someone makes
jokes,
jokes about Indians, Australians, I wouldn't feel offended, personally. But yeah,
but they don't.
it's a joke.
They're like, if you don't want to see it, don't go on it. No,
Yeah.
I think there's the understanding of being able to think that someone else has a different view than them. And remember, humor is subjective.
Yeah, sorry to cut you short, but I think we should start wrapping this up. We've been live for an hour.
Doing our live quote unquote.
Live, quote
Yeah.
unquote. Yeah. No, but
Yeah, you feel free to finish this off.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's the side though.
So, summarize what were you saying again? Yeah. So social media is like an addiction or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, social media is an addiction. One of the reasons for cancel culture.
Everyone on social media has been too young to have actually experienced the toxic side of the internet, and they've grown up with all the cheery side, and now they've just been exposed to it, and they feel really
Yeah.
offended by it and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, but that's pretty much all we discussed. Jesus Christ, it's a long
And then the
drama.
drama between kids and YouTube. So it was just like very like I would say just cancel and drama is what I would have to
Yeah,
say.
cancel culture and drama. So, should we just wrap it up with an outro or whatever?
You can do the outro, man.
Guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, doopity dappity dap, and follow MrWolf744 on Twitch and stuff like that. Yeah,
To
that's
the
it.
people on my video, check out Mobster. I'll drop a link to his channel later.
Yeah, that's all we got. And cut.